Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 8 of the Research Process 101. I'm Victoria Yuqin Ma, a junior at the Harker School in San Jose, California, and my research focuses on environmental pollution in different ecosystems, and I've been competing in science fairs for over 5 years. Today, we're going to explore the different types of research papers and how to structure them. Empirical research papers are the first type that we're going to look at. They're based on original research conducted by the author. These papers are common in the natural and social sciences, so they can report on experiments, surveys, observational studies. For example, if you conducted a study on the effects of plastic pollution on marine life, you would write an empirical research paper on that topic. So you'd start with an abstract that summarizes your study, followed by an introduction that provides background information and states your research question and objectives. And then the methods section would detail how you conducted your study, including the materials and procedures used. The results section will present your findings, often with data and visualizations like graphs or tables. The discussion would interpret these findings and explain their implications and how they fit into the broader field. And then finally, the conclusion would tie it all up and summarize your findings and their significance. So the next ones that we're going to look at are literature review papers. And these types of papers summarize and synthesize existing research on a particular topic. They don't present new experiments, but provide a comprehensive overview of what is already known. These are really valuable for identifying trends in different fields, research gaps that are yet to be solved, and future research directions. So, imagine that you're writing a literature review on the topic of climate change impact on ocean currents. You would start with abstract, introduction to provide background and explain the purpose of the review, and then the body of the paper would either be organized thematically or chronologically, discussing various other studies and their findings, and then the conclusion would summarize the key points and highlight any gaps in the current research. And this type of paper helps researchers get up to speed on a topic really quickly. Case study papers are another example. They provide a detailed analysis of a specific instance or event. These are really common in fields like behavioral science, economics, history, law, and they focus on a particular case to draw broader implications. Right. For example, a case study on the economic impact of natural disasters, such as the economic consequences of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, would examine the event in detail, including the immediate and long-term effects on the local and national economy. So the paper would start with an abstract, again, the introduction to provide more background and state the objectives. The case description would provide a detailed account of the event and its context, and the analysis would explore the findings and their implications, and the conclusion would summarize key insights and lessons learned and what those mean in a broader context, right? So case studies are really useful for exploring new or complex old issues in depth. And then the last type of paper that we're going to talk about today are position papers. Position papers present an argument or a stance on a specific issue supported by a lot of evidence. These are common in fields like poli-sci and economics. So for instance, you might write a position paper arguing for a specific environmental policy, and then your abstract would basically summarize your position on that policy. The introduction would explain the issue itself, so the issue that the policy is trying to address, or controversy surrounding that policy and your stance. And the body of the paper will present a detailed argument supported by evidence from scientific studies, stats, expert opinions, and you would also have to address counter-arguments to strengthen your position, and the conclusion would summarize your main argument and discuss its broader implications. And these papers are really essential for advocating for change and influencing policy decisions. Writing any of these papers can be challenging, but there are several tools that researchers use to aid in this process. So overleaf. This is really popular, and it's an online latex editor that provides built-in templates and allows for real-time collaboration. It's really useful for papers that require really complex formatting or mathematical equations. And then Microsoft Word, as you already probably know, a word processor with built-in templates and also sharing features to make it really easy to write, format, and also collaborate with others on your paper. And then Mendeley is a reference manager that helps you organize your sources, helps you import and export your sources, format them, and really easily insert citations into your paper. And it's a really good tool for keeping track of your references and ensuring that they're formatted properly. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of the Research Process 101. I hope that this overview of different types of papers helps you in your research journey, and understanding the structure and purpose of each type will really help you choose the right format for your work and present your findings effectively. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in the next episode. Bye!